Szewczaks, it's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to a triple unbelievable episode of Idea Sunday. For one, it is season 4, the start of season 4. 2, already being in the second Sunday of June. And third, that it took me such a long thinking time to get this Idea Sunday to work out. And you'll see why. Time to bring up the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment. If I bring it up, you'll understand. If I don't bring it up, you won't. And that's just that. So cue in the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak, please. Okay, welcome to Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. What was I thinking while I had the bear and the heart out for this thinking time of this episode? Well, this Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak will be the answer. First of all, I find this image on Pinterest, and I've decided to choose pink fish-like spikes for the criteria, as well as use provided cabochons and buttons, because I wanted the pink fish-like spikes inspired by those earrings. So that was my source of inspiration for all the pink spike things. They aren't going to be that sharp because I will just use beads as my spikes in it, but you'll see the ideas coming up. It started like this. Sugar and salt shakers. The sugar would be the pink bear with the pink spikes, while the heart would be the salt one. And you see that the spikes and the pink is happy and the sad one is the white one. Because of course the pink will be representing the sugar and the white representing the salt. So that's what I was thinking for it. Then the theme continued to my other ideas, still with the sugar and salt theme, for the bear and the heart. And then I've decided to make an idea board with bear, sugar and salt lamp. That depiction that the bear is not a good friend to the salt heart. I feel so bad for the salt heart. No wonder that facial expression is on the salt heart. But yet it was just an idea. Then the spoons. The shaker one would be the pink plastic one, and the white would be out of cardboard. But a spoon made out of cardboard. Then soap dispenser and sponge idea came into my mind, but how is it going to represent the sugar and the salt theme that I was after? So no. I continued with the idea of pink and white, happy and sad, and sugar and salt theme, even with the glow in the dark. I was also going to make paints with custom gel pen colors, but they are too small, and what if the gel pen doesn't work? So no. Then a turtle that didn't come to the final. Then a teddy bear that's translucent and has the heart inside. No. Then the glow-in-the-dark spikes and tears bag. Giving flashbacks to this one, but in a different way. Then here's another one, putting that on Nicholas Mellow's shirts or a hoodie that didn't come out. Then a chair, then the fifth one looks like, what was my problem? That I didn't know how to decide on what idea to use for it. Because there was just so many ideas, it was hard to come up with something. And I was starting to realize, what was my problem that I couldn't come up with it? And guess what? I watch a lot of doll videos and blind bag toy openings on YouTube, and this reminded me of the idea that I had for this video. This reminded me of those figurines I've seen on YouTube. I don't have them, but I was just watching someone open them on YouTube. Those are the Kid Robot BFFs, like the vinyl toys. I've seen people open them, and they're kind of representing friends that are friends, but it's not a good idea for them to be friends. Just look at this depiction of a cactus and this balloon. Not a good idea to have the balloon near a cactus. It's just like the pink bear would be the cactus, while the salt heart would be the balloon in there. It's like friends that like each other, but they shouldn't, because they're not good for them. Just like a cactus is not good for the balloon. Then I thought of doing balloons, but it changed to a laptop and a mouse. And the bear being the laptop, while the mouse was the heart. But that didn't feel like they're not Like, a laptop and a mouse are supposed to be together, and I wanted something that feels more wrong to be together. Then I thought how a laptop chargers get really hot whenever laptops are charged. Do you have that problem that you charge in your laptop and the USB charger gets really hot from charging it? So the laptop and the mouse would be the pair, while the hard thing would be the USB charger. And if you leave a hot charger in for too long, that cannot be good or safe. So I thought of that idea, 'cause I thought how hot the chargers for laptops get, and that it's not a good idea to leave it in for too long. It did take me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. And this is what I've decided to use. Finally, I was getting somewhere. I've separated the bear from the body because the bear will light up while it's translucent, while the salty heart will not, but this will become a mice. So let's start with the laptop. Yay! 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 I get to be the light of the laptop! But why do I have to be the charger? Why? Why? It's not that bad. Laptops need charging in order to work. Come on, now. Let's start working before the drama takes over the episode. Prepare the plastic. Now I'm going to glue the bear onto the plastic laptop that I'm making. So let's just glue that on. Looks good here. Before going in with the spikes, I'm going to color the laptop with white acrylic paint with this glue mixed. So I'm going to get out my paintbrush, take out the excess glue, but keep it glued on with the bear. And now we're going to put acrylic paint over it. To build up opacity around the laptop. but keep the translucency on the bear. That's what we're doing. I want to add a fruit for the translucent part of it. A fruit that could look good in any angle. Like I could put a vivid pink strawberry in here after painting, and it keeps the theme. However, do I want it to also glow in the dark? Because I was going to use the marker, but I have glow-in-the-dark pigments that would add more interest in it. Like, it will make the project more interesting if it glows in the dark. I'll put in purple red, glow in the dark pigment mixed with glue to get this glow in the dark strawberry inside. Just under the bear. Just a dot will do. It can also work as a wallpaper on the computer. Just like this. Now it has to dry. Out of beads, I've made this. A lot of spikes for the bear. Time for them to dry. Spikes dried. Laptop painted another layer of white acrylic paints. And now I'm going to mix the pink powder that is purple red glow in the dark from Temu with glue and the pink Elmer's glow in the dark glue. And that's what I'm making in this piece of plastic. I will paint a lot of them in that. And it's glowing in the dark the way it's supposed to. I had to get the powder from Temu. However, you have to watch for the reviews to make sure if they are good. Glow in the dark. Have to check reviews on Temu in order to make sure that if you're buying a pigment from Temu that glows in the dark, make sure the reviews are good before you buy. They're there to help you make good buying decisions. So that's what our review's for. And once that is painted on, time to let it dry. Okay, so the spikes have dried and the laptop. I want to do the LED lights test on the bear. So I'm going to put a light bulb near it. Okay. Let me just turn off the big light. It's raining outside at the time this was filmed, and look at this. Looks good, however, I would draw the details on the strawberry. I don't want the details to be black. I want something that is pink, so I'm going to use neon deep pink to add in details. I tried, but it was too light, so Azalea purple it is. Added in the details. I can't see them on the strawberry inside. But this could work as a wallpaper for the computer. Oh wait, computer screen. Should I try to make it light up as well as the bear, but maybe separately? With something that I could insert the light bulb in like this. It will light up, and I want it to be removable so you can have different websites and things on it, but not building an actual computer, but just making different screens that can light up. For the laptop to be able to open and close, I've added press studs and the plastic insert to add light to the computer screen. Let me just turn off the big lights there, and I can add in screens to it as well, just like a real laptop, even though this is not a real laptop, but in the dollhouse it will work. So now I have a lot of stitching on the laptop, and I will try to hide it I will paint on another layer of acrylic paint and let it dry. After it dried, I've applied pearly paint and I've glued on some spikes onto the bear, just like intended. However, not to the full, because the beads for the spikes are a little bit too big for the scale of the bear. But cutting that glue in the dark plastic actually worked perfectly for that. Looks like puffer fish spikes. And they glow in the dark, which is a good thing. However, we're not finished yet. We still have work to do. I've made my YouTube channel video on the screen of the laptop, and look, it lights up. And that screen is removable, just in case I would want to change the website on the laptop. Just have to remove it like that. Okay, Szewczak's time for the charger to be made. So I have ribbon that I cut off some piece of old clothing, which would be perfect for the charger wire. I'm going to glue it to the back of the charger for the laptop. And I'll wait for it to dry because the holes will become ice later. I stitched on some press studs for the mice and for the charging cable to get into the laptop. Now I've glued the pieces together with the charger and the mice. However, they have to dry, but want to see them right now? Here you go, they're also drying. So I've glued on some of the pink glow in the dark plastic to the mice, and it looks almost like a real computer mouse, but it's pink. However, it has to dry. Oh wait, I hadn't even touched the heart for the laptop charger. Speaking of it, let's do it now. I thought of giving it a black knife, the salt heart, but I thought against it and just going a very light kind of way. Still dark enough for you to see it against a white background, but it's not a color, not black. Okay, gray. That's what I was looking for. So I will use those heart sequins. For the knife, the silver, because the heart will have like a sad face expression. The heart would need to be cut. For the knife shape that I want to make, I've cut it and I have options, wide or small. And small knife. Small knife it is. Glued on. However, I'll have to fix it a bit. Into the desired place. Okay, that looks good. However, while the glue hasn't dried, part of me wants to do a knife stop motion animation just by moving it while it hasn't dried yet, because when it dries, you can't do that because it would just be fixed in there by the glue and the item's chemical reaction will bond it together. And now, should I use the purple rhinestones for the eyes? They're small enough for the eyes, because I bought this on Temu. I know it's really popular. Maybe not the best reputation, but I like buying from it anyways. It's just that the items are really cheap there to buy, and the quality is okay for my standards of doll house items. So purple eyes for the heart, and using the white Elmer's glow in the dark glue, I'm going to very carefully paint on the salty tears using the Elmer's glue. I know it's not an artist paint, but I treat my Elmer's glues like it's paint, but it's not a paint. It's a glue for making slime, but I use it as a paint. I know. However, I just don't seem to care about that and just use it as a paint for the house items. I'm just here for the fun effects it gives. Well, the glittery ones, the glow in the dark ones, some of it's sun color change and things like it. I like the glow in the dark ones. Okay, the tears have been added. Time to let it dry. But before I let it dry, I want to add more saltiness to it. We're getting committed to the sugar and salt theme in this laptop. So going to sprinkle the iridescent glitter that, believe it or not, when I was at the range, I've picked this up. My mom thought it was a big tube of salt and asked me, why do you need that amount of salt? But it's not. It's iridescent glitter and lots of it. So I hope my mom still gets that it's not salt. Even though it looks like salt, it's iridescent glitter. I hope if she's watching the video, I know she now understands. But some people, when they see this, were looking at me like that. But always check the labels. If you don't know what that is, read the labels and you'll know. My mom didn't when she saw it. Then I had to explain what that was. She just thought it was salt because of how it looked, which turned out to be a perfect glitter to add to that salty heart laptop charger. Just thinking of that moment kind of contributed to me having this idea for this idea Sunday. Well, why? And also part of it, seeing this iridescent glow in the glitter tube. It doesn't glow in the dark, but I'm adding the glow in the dark glue to the cable of the charger, just to level things up in the white glow in the dark thing of the laptop. I will also do the other side, but when it dries. Okay. Okay. That should do it for now. We have to let it dry to make sure the tears glow the way they are supposed to, as well as the cable glowing the way it's meant to. Okay, I'm going to do a glow in the dark cupboard test to help me know where the glow is. So I'm looking at it with the door almost fully closed to allow a dark enough area. Wow, that's a lot of tears. I feel so bad for this salty heart. I hope it's not getting too hot for the laptop. Okay, that was the glow it was meant to have. That's good that we've tested before altering anything else. I made sure not to put the Elmer's glue here. And it worked out. Okay, about the laptop charger. I did both sides. And one of the things I'm going to note is that the video would be too long if I was explaining both of the sides of this heart. And I don't have enough storage on my phone to add things in that aren't necessary, so both sides are done. However, only one was explaining, but the second side was just repeating the other. It's self-explanatory, which I didn't need to put in the video. And now I'm going to open up the laptop and finally give it a keyboard. A basic keyboard. Or maybe not. I'm going to do a salty keyboard with a salty look. But the drawings would be of a keyboard on a laptop, but I'm just going to sprinkle that salt glitter all over the keyboard, just so I could balance the sugar and the salt scales out a bit more, because the laptop logo got the sugar bear. Same with the mouse, and the only salt part of it is the charger. So I'm going to do that now. And before that, I needed the mouse to be more pink and a happy face on the mouse as well as the bear. Now I'm going to do the keyboard. Drawing off the keyboard done. Now I'm just going to add the salty glitter. The salt iridescent glitter that I have. And done! Let it dry before I conclude the video. It dried and that's the finished product. So Szewczak, what do you think of the laptop with like all the bells and whistles for the dollhouse? Please tell me in the comments. Okay. It glows in the dark, but it's so bright right now that I can't do glow in the dark really for showing it, but it will charge enough for the winter. But anyways, bye Szewczak, see you in another video, bye.